Well, first off, congratulations to Mike and his team. He's had a tough go of it with all the young kids, and he's got them not playing like young kids, and they're playing their best basketball now. So maybe a little unlucky we didn't get to play them a little earlier, but he's done a hell of a job coaching his team, hell of a job bringing a bunch of young players with a couple older guys along in this league. And if you look at how they've played over the last couple weeks, they're playing with everybody and they beat BYU handily the other night. They had a chance to win at Oklahoma. And they come in here. I mean, I think, number one, Mike Boynton is doing an unbelievable job coaching his group. So give credit there and give credit to those kids. I think the first thing, and it's kind of what I told them in the locker room, I love my group, guys. That's not a coaching line. That's not for the media. I really, really like this team. I really like these guys. We got awesome guys. I mean, the thing that we just respond to this point. It's got to keep happening. But we get down, we come out, and we find a way to fight back in games. We've done it all year. And that quality, that character, I'm proud to coach them. I'm lucky to be able to coach these guys. We just haven't quite figured out as a group the little stuff that you got to do to get over the hump. And the reason that I like them is because we respond and we're tough and we have good kids and they're good players. So that's why we're in every game. We're in every game because of the character and the quality they have. But we're in every game even when we shouldn't be because we haven't turned that corner on what this winning thing is really all about. And I told them that's on me. Like, I got to get us there. I got to get us over the hump to not spot people points because we won't sprint back and talk or do our job in transition defense, or not spot people points because we don't box out and pursue the ball and the game's on the line. And then, okay, you give one up, not sprint to the ball and communicate to get our defense set so the next one you give isn't a wide-open three for the best shooter. And, not fouling three-point. I got to do a better job to get us there, and I got to get this group to believe that every minute they're in the gym, they're working for those possessions. They're going to work. They're going to compete. They're going to play hard. They're especially going to play hard when their backs are in a corner, and that is an awesome quality. I got to get us to be that way all the time, not just when we're down, okay, or not just in segments. And I told them I got to do a better job.
Defensively, they shoot 55% from the floor, both halves over 50%. Was there anything specific that they were doing that was giving you trouble, or was it just a culmination of things?
It's a culmination. They got some easy baskets in transition, just honestly it wasn't like things happened to create. We have the turnover. I think Simas turns it over trying to drop it off to AZ early, but we hustle back so darn hard, and John makes a play, and then it turns into a foul on the other end. I mean, the stuff that should result in transition opportunities, I thought our effort to get back was good. But just on made we make a three and we don't get set, and they drive it baseline and ding it around and get a wide open three. I mean, transition defense was not where it hasn't been. And that's on me. Like I'm trying everything I can do to get them there, and I'm not right now. And I got to do better. I told them that in the locker room. We made a bunch of mental errors, defensively, like understanding who we're closing out to, like, the scouting report type stuff. We gambled a couple times when we shouldn't have. Like, we went after balls we shouldn't go after. And I thought our activity was tremendous at times defensively, but then sometimes we try to go make plays that are silly. Like, we go after a loose ball at half court that we just can't get and creates 5-on-4, results in a basket. At the end of the half on the out of bounds play, we try to steal the inbounds pass and run through it and give up a layup. I mean, it was a culmination of some defensive errors, but I thought the effort and the deflections, the activity, especially when we were down, right? I mean, when we get down, and I'm proud of that. But we got to be like that all the time, and then we got to be a little bit smarter. And again, this isn't on players, man. This is on coaching. I got to find a way to get our guys to understand it.
Coach, you've talked about how every game is 1 to 2 possessions in the Big 12. You told Dan and Terry you think the guys might have taken their foot off the gas a little bit when you got the lead in the first half. How hard is it, or how do you get across just how key every possession is, even when you have the lead in the Big 12?
Yeah, I'm trying everything I can possibly do to get them to understand what, the stuff you can control to win 1 or 2 possessions. And as I said, I got to do better. We have wisdom as coaches. We've coached, we've played, we've been around the game for 20 years. So we understand that, but our job is to get our kids to understand that, our team to understand that. And again, I love my team. There's a reason we're in every game. Like, that speaks to them. I got to get them to understand what it takes to get 1 or 2 possessions better. And you do that by controlling the things you can control. And we're not doing that at a high enough level, and that's on me. And I will keep trying. And sometimes, and I've done this now, I've been around this for 20 years, sometimes kids have to fail to really let it click. And a group has to go through it together a little bit. And I hate that. I'm not trying to make an excuse or make light of losing some games that we should win. But my hope is, because we got high character, that they're going to start going, oh, man, we got to get this right. Like, the stuff we can control, we got to get it right. And if we do that, man, now all of a sudden we're feeling great standing up here tonight talking to you guys instead of feeling like down in the dumps because we pissed another game off at home.
You guys have come back and rebounded before after tough games. Scrap that. Let me just. I've had a lot of people ask about Victor Lockett. He's not played. He's somebody that can give you minutes and rebounds. What can you tell me?
We've gone away from him here the last 2 games. That hasn't been an easy decision. It's not been one I've taken lightly. He had a stretch there where he wasn't playing to his standard. He had a sickness. He had some, his body breaking down, things like that. So it's not, we shouldn't pile on Victor. And I've just decided to kind of roll with some other guys that have been more consistent here over the last month. I've said this all along, for us to be the best team we can be, I think Victor Lockett needs to be a big part of it. And I think when we played our best basketball, for the most part, he has been. I want him to dig his way out, and I want him to get back to doing the things that we know he can do defensively on the backboards. And I think we haven't given up on him in any way from a playing standpoint. He's a terrific kid. He cares a lot about our program, and he's got opportunities every day. So, but we have gone away from him here the last couple games, and that's not been easy to do as a coach.
Coach Jizzle goes 3 for 3 in the second half, and then kind of sparks that run in the middle portion, and then doesn't see any time in the final 8 minutes. Was there just kind of a conscious defense, kind of going hard defense there, trying to get as much defense on the floor?
I thought he was great, in the second half. I thought that, especially during that segment, he's coming, right? Like, everybody can see it. That was exciting. That was fun. And then they kind of had their way with him in the ball screen for 3 straight possessions. And, we finally got over the hump and got the lead. And so that's why I took him out, told him that. Jizzle's got the greatest attitude in the world. I think we're really close to getting him over the hump defensively. He's so much better than he was, weeks ago. And we need him to get over the hump. Like, our team needs him out there more than – like, I look down, like, we need him to be playing significantly more minutes than this, because you can see the things that he can do. He's got the ability to make plays with the ball in his hands that other than Simas, nobody else can do consistently like him. And he makes others better. And he's right there, guys. He's right there. And I don't want to wait till next year. Like, I want him to get there now. But 3 straight possessions. Then Day comes in and gets a steal and a ball screen the next possession. So we kind of rolled that way. And by the time you're thinking about it again, it's under 4 minutes. So that's the truth of it. But yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Jizzle James than anybody in that building. Okay, and I'm really, really pleased with his improvement, and I think he's about one little step away defensively from being out there a heck of a lot more.
Simas, you're 12-plus points in the last 4 of the last 5 games. You filled up the stat sheet tonight, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Looks like you're efficient. Do you feel like you're kind of hitting your stride, hitting some of the tiers and the portions of your play you wanted to hit going into this season?
I'd say, yeah, a little bit. I mean, my confidence is going up game to game, and coach is going to me a lot. And, yeah, I'm feeling more comfortable in the offense each and every day, more comfortable playing with my teammates each and every day. So that's been a big part of it. And but I wouldn't say I'm really there yet where I want to be, because I think there's a lot where I can get better at, especially on defense, but also on offense. There's some silly mistakes that I do sometimes that should be eliminated from my game.
Coach, we saw Josh Reed give some really good minutes in that second half. Was playing him with John just a part of the defensive game plan, with you guys struggling to get stops at times?
Yes.
Any more questions for Simas? All right, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.